Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Siege of Altdorf, or rather, the first Siege of Altdorf, because we're just going to sack the settlement and then probably occupy it and besiege it again next turn. Sorry about that, give me a second. Okay, and here we go. So, the plan then is, oh boy, well... No, this is dodgeable, okay. Ah, right. I forgot how these towers work. The majority of the towers in Warhammer Total War work by firing like 3 volleys. So shoot, 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 and then there's a longer reload time, and then another 3 volleys. But these upgraded cannon towers fire just 1 that's a little bit more damaging and devastating and whatnot, but that's fine. So here's the plan. We're gonna dodge these cannon shells, keeping all our army back here. And then this is the Black Ark army, so it's coming in as reinforcements right behind our forces. And well, what we're going to do with them is pretty much the same thing. So we're going to put all the melee infantry like so, all the dark shards like so. And we actually have support from the fleet as well, it being somewhere up the river, which I would assume is somewhere on the map, but yes, here it is. Yes, so it's somewhere on this river. So yeah, that's all fine and well. I'm also expecting the other 2 artillery units. Okay, let's see, can we soften these defenders up a little bit? I don't necessarily want to target any of these, like archers, crossbowmen, or something like that. I think we'd best leave them alone. This, on the other hand, interests me greatly, so let's put down a thing there on the mortars, because the mortars are going to be a little bit difficult to get to with the rest of our forces. And then just make sure we keep moving Rakarth. Did I get out of range for a minute? Yeah, I think so, but I'm pretty sure they stopped. I never targeted the towers. That's okay. I mean, we're kind of waiting for the other bolt throwers anyway. And there's plenty of time for this. How much damage did we do to the mortars? Gotta be honest with you, shockingly little, if I'm... Yeah, if you ask me, I would be expecting a little bit more, but... It is what it is. Yeah. Do I want to play this at 2 speed? Yeah, definitely can afford to play this at 2 speed. Basically, we're just waiting for the, for these guys to make it into position. And I want you to target that tower. But, mind you, while this is happening, we can probably cast, like, a little bit more of this on the mortars. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Yeah, you know what? I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's do that. I will go. Moving. Dominate. Okay, awesome, and you are also in position. Make sure you're firing at the correct target. There will be time to try and hit the... oh, God, I'm... I am terrible. Thought I selected Rakarth, I didn't. Okay, so... since the game won't allow me to actually assault from the river properly, or, you know, conduct a more sensible attack on the city from 2 fronts, considering, you know, I'm attacking from both land and sea, and, you know, considering that this gives me absolutely no advantage whatsoever, I, you know, leave it upon myself to find a different way to manifest this very real advantage on the campaign map that has simply been denied to me on the actual battle map. So, yes. I mean, also, I get that some people are quite upset at streamers when they do this and, like, cheese the towers and the AI and stuff like that. I understand that, you know, you think it sort of feels cheap and all of that. It's mildly amusing. But what I also don't really understand all that well is, and this is going to sound stupid, but why? And then now let me explain what I mean by that. This exact same thing used to be a thing, or this exact same tactic used to be a thing in Rome Total War. In Rome 2 Total War, in Medieval Total War, in Empire Total War, to a larger or lesser extent. There were other things that were broken in that game. In Napoleon, in Shogun, in... literally, you get the point, every single Total War game, you could do this one way or another. And what I mean by that is you can take your artillery, move your entire army out of range of the enemy towers, take out the towers with long-range artillery, and then move in with your troops. You could do that in literally every single Total War game, to the best of my knowledge. All of them. This is no different. The only difference here is that for some reason the towers were given infinite range, and, like, I don't think that's all that fair, to be honest with you, but regardless of what I think, I'm just using the exact same mechanic that's been in the game for ages and that I know and love oh so well. It just makes sense for me, but... now this hasn't been a thing. Wasting the enemy's ammunition like this, that's new, that's different, which is why I tend not to use it too much. Here I just sort of stepped out of line, and now I'm thinking to myself I might as well dodge out of the way of everything coming at me. Perfect. Let's see if we can't hit some of these handgunners. Well, I mean, you hit the crossbowman, which is not what I asked for, but is equally good, so... there we go, I suppose. Damn, 3 Reaper bolt throwers, not to be underestimated. I still think I should do this. Oh, the mortars move out of range, really? Well, I mean, I haven't exactly done that here, but they try and move out of range. Well, fair enough. Credit where credit is due. They tried. Damn, this is actually doing, like, a lot of damage. Wow. Impressed. Genuinely, unironically impressed. Okay, try and hit, like, those handgunners there, and my hope is, upon doing that, you're going to sort of hit the crossbowman, too. And that's the thing, these crossbowmen look like they have a lot of, range. Find that ever so slightly strange. That's really good. Sitting on top of each other, that's... Oh, come on. Plus the fucking thing missed. I mean, not like it was going to do much damage anyway, even if it hits, so... Never mind, I guess. Might as well keep trying to hit them. Yeah, this is kind of...
Understood. We understand.
This is kind of silly, to be honest with you. Oof. Okay. Okay. Forget about that. Oh, wait, can I not get the, Yes, I can. Okay. This feels extremely cheesy, but it's also the Siege of Altdorf. I feel like it almost should feel extremely cheesy. And this is what I wanted. Also, this looks mighty nice. Not really. I guess try and hit the handgunners again, and then we'll deal with everything else. I want them to try and kill Rakarth with the mortars, because they're not going to be able to do it, basically. And the mortars do not have a lot of ammunition. I even dare say that these garrison mortars have less ammo than my Reaper bolt throwers. If you can believe such a thing. Obviously it's going to take a little bit of time. I almost feel like he's more difficult to hit when he's stationary. As silly as that might seem, I think it's actually true. Would you look at that? And then even when they hit, that's like no damage. And they're almost out of ammo. Okay, that was a nice shot. And then followed by hitting the random woodwork next to him, so yeah. Well, you're almost hitting the Dark Shards, which is not your target, but credit where credit is due. That was pretty good. Are we done? I'm going to assume that we are done. We are indeed not done just yet. A little bit more coming our way. Are we done now? We are indeed. Okay, cool, awesome, great. Should have wasted this probably on the mortars then, but I thought this might kill them, like 3 of these. I didn't fire all 3 on the mortars, but the point still stands. I thought this would have been enough. Let's group the bolt throwers because, well, we don't need them anymore. So we're just going to pull them back, and they're not going to distract us from everything else. And then let's also group the Dark Shards, because they're going to be fighting together for the first time.
Carnage awaits.
Carnage might indeed await. I now have an idea. One that is about... I want to say 50% less cheesy than how I usually would do such a thing. First of all, I want to get the dragons sort of in behind their lines. Second of all, I want to get Rakarth close to the capital, close to the capital of the Empire, as close to the capital of the Empire as possible. And currently, that means at the very gates of Altdorf. Now, the reason I want to do this is because he's going to start getting shot at. Which you might not be able to tell, but is actually a great and phenomenal thing. Why is that great and phenomenal thing, Juggernaut? Well, his potion heals him for about 1,000 health. 1,300 or so. Which gives me 1,300 or so health to waste. I mean, realistically, we're just wasting this health, right? We've wasted 500 of it so far, and then we're about to waste, like, probably 500 more. But whilst we are doing this, I then want to take all of the Dark Shards. How closer do you need to be? Seriously, your range is pathetic. 160, 125. Fair enough. Fair enough. Your range is indeed pathetic. This was the idea. If their range was a little bit better, what we could have done is... something like this. Use him to sort of distract them. But now he's not even distracting him, now that's not even working. Damn, really? Oh, I was expecting this to work. Okay. Well, they're not going to take a lot of damage anyway, but... it's mildly annoying. Let's get... the infantry... let's get this infantry on the walls, but not all of the infantry. We're going to get the rest of the infantry here, alongside with these folks. And the wolves and the harpies, I mean, I do want the harpies, never mind. But the wolves, not so much. Don't really need them. Oof. Okay. Can you please spit on the thing I ask you to spit? No? No. Thank you. You barely hit anything, but that's... still, I applaud your effort. And then I want you to attack those. I want the harpies, if they're anywhere nearby, to attack that lot. And then, now that we're basically done... the enemy gate is already destroyed, by the way. That is just silly. I want you to hit the greatswords. I mean, the battle here is practically over, but I do want to get through with the war beasts. And then I do want you to hit the greatswords from there, if at all possible. That would be phenomenal, right? Now would be an ideal time, and you decide that what you're going to do instead is you're going to try and scale the ladders instead of doing what I told you. Shame. Shame. This could have been a... well, this easily could have been one of the most impressive battles fought thus far, and certainly had that potential. Still has that potential. Those are good shots. Those are some really good shots. I'm supposed to turn this on, by the way. Yeah. Yes, because now you should be able to just butcher everything on those walls. And you can probably kill the Reichsguard. Let's set you up right there so you can fire over the wall and down here if anything presents a problem. Now, I would like the two beasts and the dragon to work together, a terrifying sentiment if ever there was one, and start pushing this way. Harpies, your job is practically done. I would also very much like the infantry to start pushing towards, or the ground infantry elements, the ones that are not on the walls, to start pushing towards that general direction. Rakarth should engage. Probably should have buffed the mammoth, but forgot about that. That's quite alright though. Does the dragon cause fear? No, it causes terror and fear, two very, very different things. Why am I looking at the Reichsguard? The War Hydra causes terror and fear, and the Mammoth causes terror and fear. I was gonna say, I feel like we're breaking these units surprisingly easily. Turns out 3 monsters that cause fear and terror at the same time. Pretty terrifying. All of the puns fully intended, of course. Now, they're going to take a little bit of damage. But that's alright, that was to be expected. I don't really have a better way of taking out the Reichsguard Knights, other than just throwing the heaviest thing I have at them. So, yeah, like a little bit of damage on those is expected and acceptable. And there we go. They flee in terror before the might of our war beasts. Okay, here we go. I forgot to show the post-battle stats, but like, not that it really mattered. Plus, I think you saw a glimpse of it at the end of the battle. Anyways, right now we sack. That is the deal. And we have the Crown of Command. We also have the Raven Heralds. Interesting unit. And that gives us a Feral Stegodon, another Black Dragon, and some Giant Wolves, which, in and of itself, means... Means what exactly? Well, it means I should probably disband the Harpies, right? Yeah, let's disband the Harpies. Let's get a Black Dragon. And this army is now not really set in stone, but, you know, it's pretty stable. I would like these to be replaced with Shades. As a matter of fact, I can actually do that soon. Now I can take Altdorf this turn.
We will destroy all.
With the Black Ark and basically call it there. Oh, excellent. We're going to get Brachus. The 3rd Black Dragon of the army. Jesus.
Master of all.
Alright, I guess we can do channeling for now to get some of that. And then in this army, I do... Or do I want the Feral Stegodon? I'm not sure either way, honestly, for now. So let's get the regular Shades. Say 4 of them. Settlement upgrade available over here. We know about that. That's all fine and well. Alright, next turn. I want Altdorf to have a sort of minimum garrison again after I've left, and then we're going to attack it again, and then we're going to occupy it properly. Either way, the settlement's going down to tier 1. This way we get one more battle out of it, so, you know, might as well. Defeat Volkmar the Grim of Reichland.
I cannot.
Ah, unlikely, because he's at Helmgart Pass, cannot recruit south of the south of Reichland. They don't have any settlements there, and well, overall, this isn't an ideal situation for him. This time round, though, I'm just going to auto-resolve. And I'm going to just occupy. Immediately upgrade to a level 2 settlement. We can tear this down, we don't need it.
Dreadlord of the Druki.
And now... I'm gonna go with Sadistic, I think. Start buffing Rakarth a little bit in some other ways. Good.
Set the sails.
This is an okay army for now. I don't really want to replace anything. Probably want to get rid of... I don't think I want these Blackheart Corsairs, to be honest with you. I think I maybe want Dark Shards, or if not Dark Shards, then definitely Shades instead of either of these. Which I already stated, but the reason I'm repeating myself is I would also probably like to get rid of either the Wolves at one point or something else and get another Reaper Bolt Thrower. Or would I? Be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm not entirely sure about the Reaper Bolt Thrower plan. Might not be the best idea. We'll see about it, I guess. Okay. 130 range. How do we buff the range on these things? I think I remember. 2 of these, 2 more Sisters of Slaughter. Let's get that Feral Staggered on, why not? And since we're already here, let's get the 2 Wolves as well, because we're not going to take them out of this army yet. Maybe that's something that we want to do in the future, but not for now. And then we'll get 2 more Sisters of Slaughter, and that should be this army all set up. It's a mighty expensive one at that, but, you know, it is what it is. Right. Oh, now that we've done this, next turn we're going to finish this battle, which is a quest battle for the Whip of Agony against Nakai.
Servant of Hecate.
Okay. Let's just get rid of this guy if at all possible. Yes, excellent. I want you to be able to block armies more than anything else. Okay, don't need that, don't need that. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, I forgot about this. I skipped this upgrade accidentally, did not mean to do that. Good.
My beasts have more wit and honor than you.
No. No. Fine. Ivres of all people, Jesus. I mean, come on. You need to go north, fight the Empire. I've sort of ignored you on purpose. And yet you're still here for some reason. You know what they're going to do now? They're going to take an army, and they're going to march all the way to Albion.
What is your
And that's what they're going to do.
By the comet, the nation calls.
Submit to me.
unbridled power?
Donation calls, you say? Right. Pottery, not great, not terrible. Straight up income isn't bad either. Well, let's get pottery. I guess the good thing is I'm gonna see them coming. Yeah, I guess that's sort of the
I have a great many
thing to take out of all of this. Now, you want a non-aggression pact, that's good. Do you want to trade? No, even though that would make me a ton of money. I'm currently the strongest faction on the map, really? And that's encouraging, certainly.
Dragon Master.
So now the question is, do I want to go after Wissenland, or do I want to go north? I definitely want to go north.
Witness my strength, Rakarth. They face
Yeah, let's do this.
show no mercy.
I know I was gonna. I know I said I was gonna do the other
Keeping
quest
beasts
battle.
is not cheap.
Plans change. Okay, that's the simple truth of it. Is that plans do indeed change.
Hour has come.
I might as well.
Who seeks me?
What? Absolutely not.
Eternal hatred when fighting against high elves. That's. Yeah, we're definitely going to fight against high elves at one point or another. Okay, so we have all this charge bonus with Cold One Knights, and then we also have this, which is Stalk for Cold One Knights, and then recruitment rank for Cold One Knights. You might think that's amazing, but it's not actually that amazing. None of these influence their armor, weapon damage, attack, melee attack, melee defense, none of that. It's like just a bit of charge bonus and, okay, we get them at a higher rank. It's good, but it's not a sort of must-have kind of good, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get free range, and then I'm gonna get Apex Predator. Yep.
Servant of Hecate.
Okay, and I want you to head on north and give me some information about my enemy's whereabouts. We can upgrade Gorsel now, actually. And I still want to get this to level 4 before I do anything else, so skip.
The Druki are coming.
So in 2 turns, we get this army to full strength and the Black Ark. I have faith in my ability to command Rakarth and this force to victory over and over again in the north against everything from High Elves to Nordland to Middenland to even Norsker if they want to tangle with me. The only slight worry I have is now that Helmgart is under firm control, the only slight worry I have is that the dwarves are going to get pissed off at me and attack me, which Karak Zifrin generally doesn't do anything. I figure that that's sort of their thing. They don't move at all from Karak Ziflin,
No one can
so
stop.
that's good. Wissenland might, though. Wissenland just might. However, there's one thing I wanted to check out. Yeah, so these guys have now 2 provinces, and they don't want to accept a peace treaty. Unfortunate.
Prince, you dare beg.
Who called? Deliver your missive and then... Yes? Deliver your missive and then get from...
Yeah, we're not getting any peace treaties. That's... It's a little bit unfortunate.
All powerful.
So I'm thinking what other options I have. The other option I have is to sort of
Forbidden magic.
send this army to Ivres. No, we can't do that. I mean, these guys aren't at war with us. We're going to see Ivres coming from a mile away is the thing. Okay. And if an army of Ivres really starts coming up here, we can send the Black Ark to intercept them, and it'll be fine. Okay. Thing is, though, they can't reach this position. If they land on the Isle of Wights,
We are restless.
that's going to be a problem. This is defended with some form of garrison, so probably not going to survive an attack against a full stack, but
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
it'll bleed it at the very least.
The strong shall prevail.
let's go next turn and see how things develop. I'm thinking about, like, recruiting another army, effectively. Sending this one off to just safeguard against any potential attacks. But that's also very expensive and not the greatest thing ever. And now Wissenland has been confederated by Reichland, which is something I was hoping would happen later and not immediately. But turns out it happened very immediately, and there's Eben von Libwitz
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Lord of the Black.
with his own plans about how things should be run and how things should look. Okay, so considering that he's there, let's go and defend our territory. He has 19, I have 18, that's more than enough.
My hour has come.
And then let's just leave this army like so until further notice. We can upgrade the Black Ark. Ooh.
The Druki are coming.
We can upgrade the Black Ark. The only question is, do I want to do that? Well, if not, I can get access to Feral Manticores, Black Dragons, and War Hydras within 1 to 3 turns. If not, I can upgrade it and then wait 1,000,000 turns and then get access to Cold Ones, Black Nagaron, Haganeth Executioners, Cold One Knights. I don't think I want that. I think I want the Black Dragons now and then Haganeth Executioners at some point in 1,000,000 years in the future. That sounds more sensible to me. So let's keep driving north with Rakarth.
To the prey.
Ah, that's a shame, he can't reach them. Right, okay. Marienburg finally upgraded. What do I even want in Marienburg? I want an Altar of Cain, do I not? Because then I can get Death Hags and Cainite Assassins. Mind you, I don't mind a Sorcerer's Adobe either. That is a tough question. No, I'm pretty sure I want an Altar of Cain.
Noble born.
Yep, pretty sure I want an Altar of Cain, because so far the lack of magic hasn't exactly impacted me in a negative way whatsoever. Yeah, like 2 dragons on this fleet is going to be perfect.
What do you
Okay, good, I'm happy with this. What upgrade is available? Basically nothing. Okay. Pretty happy with this. I'm going to take out the Black Pit and the Lothlorien Forest, or whatever other slightly different pronunciation and variation of that name they've picked for this particular province. Scarcely called a war on Karak Ziflin. That works to my advantage, more or less.
As I can any crew.
Okay, you want to pay me to have a non-aggression pact with me? By all means, I have no intention of dealing with anything across the mountains. So, well, for now, so yeah. By all means. Yeah, kill the Lord.
At last.
I didn't kill my Lord, I killed the... Yeah, okay. I was a little bit worried for a second.
desire?
Okay.
Cruel and deadly. Druki Lord.
Arc piercing for all units. Raider, I think. Yeah.
We will destroy all.
What was the alternative again? Yeah, I still feel like this is better, and then we have to just wait for an enormous black arc and then
All shall behold my greatness.
sort of take it from
Fail
there.
me and face the lash. Cain favors me.
There we go, that's already sorted. Oh, we can build stuff in Altdorf. Lovely. Get me an Altar of Cain. Yeah, get me an Altar of Cain. And then we also need a Sorcerer's Adobe, but until we get it, a Torture Post, I feel like, will be most welcome.
Chosen of Hecate.
And then
Catch you fools.
oh, I like that. They're running away from me.
Ever closer.
And they've done the glitched out running away from me kind of thing.
Black-hearted dreadlord. I approve of these dark.
Unfortunate, but okay.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
Let's go back.
All-powerful sorceress.
Much to our chagrin, realise that I cannot indeed recruit from the Black Ark from here, but maybe I'll be able to if I just, like, step out.
Feel my power.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of funny. And I need, like, 2 more Sisters of Slaughter, too, to make up the front lines here.
What now?
The Beast Lord ascended.
Yeah. Okay, fairly happy with this. Gotta be honest, fairly happy with this. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to target this guy.
Their life is mine.
This would
Aren't you
break
the
my
same
heart.
agent I wounded, like,
Never
last
will
turn?
be
No?
Sorceress.
Probably not. Good. I mean, so far so good. I see nothing wrong with what's going on in this campaign. Right around now is when we enter the middle game and things can sort of start to fall apart, but this is holding. To use some more chess terminology on you. We have a very vicious attack coming up this way against our enemies, and if we do get threatened somewhere else, we can raise another army. Of course, the problem with raising another army is it is highly dependent on where our Black Ark is, because that's where we do all our recruiting from, but you know.
Bow, well, for you are in the presence of greatness.
You are indeed in the presence of the most mighty military force around currently, so, yeah. Bow. Demand gold, yeah. War it is. You just insulted me. You've just made an enemy for life. Kind of, you know.
Well,
Okay. Ah, so here is the Empire. Okay.
Feared by all.
I'm assuming you were thinking about getting to Altdorf and attacking it, but now you've sort of reconsidered your idea. It's probably what's happening, isn't it?
Submit to me.
Yeah. I know. How do I know? I just know.
Command.
Okay, Middenheim, you are next on the list, and that is where,
Blood and suffering.
well, that's where I thought the
our
main
power is unmatched.
enemy army would be, but in reality, that is where just a tiny part of the enemy army is. So I can't help but wonder where is the rest of them, and if there even is a rest of them. Turns out that might not be the case, but we shall see. 2 more Sisters of Slaughter, and then we can get going. Do I want torture posts here, or... I'm losing some public order due to raiding. I'm losing most of the public order due to raiding. Don't necessarily want torture posts, but... yeah, it's going to be this and then torture posts. Might as well go for public order first. Can't exactly afford to go back and deal with this.
Limitless power.
Okay, are both of the forts being upgraded regularly? Indeed they are. Income is looking okay. There is a Nordland army over here, which is most likely going to try and attack this place. And if we look at the garrison of Arnau is, well, it's just not enough to get rid of this, let's be honest. It's just not enough to get rid of that. So can we, perchance... We cannot. Okay. Shame. Shame, but I think we're going to have to secure Middenheim and then go Black Pit, Forest, and then retake over here, probably. Alternatively, we can raise an army here, now, and just, like, just stuff it full of regiments of renown and, like, easily available, locally recruited troops. We can do that, too. It's not the best idea. I also don't need to attack the elves and the orcs immediately. I can go back, retake my territory, and then sort of go on and deal with them. Oh, the von Carsteins are nearby. Shocking. Yeah, I can't win this. Like, not really. Mind you, I do get Dark Riders. If these were cold ones, then I could do something, but with just Dark Riders, no. Might as well just take it, honestly. It would have been probably a little bit more... not a little bit more, it would have been a lot more effective had I fought the battle myself. Because then... okay. Because then I would have actually killed a decent number of enemy units. The world will drown in your own blood if you keep running through... Oh no. Vlad is doing the thing again. I thought they fixed this. I thought they fixed this. So here's the thing, for those of you that don't know. Vlad von Carstein used to be heavily bugged on the AI from him, because what he would do is he would gather up an army of skeleton zombies and whatever, and then just sort of start touring the old world. As funny as that might be to you, it was tragic at the same time, because he takes damage when he's away from his own territory, right? When there's no vampiric corruption. And he would just go, like, to Norska, and then he would go to the deserts down here, and then back up to Norska, and he wouldn't fight anyone, he wouldn't defend himself or anything. He would just, like, eventually someone would declare war on him and just, like, take his settlement, and he's like, oh no, I have 0 settlements, I die now. That's about it.
I refuse such orders.
It's not great. It really isn't. It's really not great. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this. Considering he's gone, I take it that whatever army was near here was either probably... I'm not sure if he attacked them. No, he's in forced march. He couldn't have attacked them. Oh, he could have won and then went to forced march, I suppose. Something that hadn't occurred to me. Yeah, I guess. Guess that's an option. Oh, come on. Fight me like a man, goddammit. Oh, I can auto-resolve this, but I'm not going to. Way too weak of a garrison to take so many losses for basically for nothing. So yeah, I'm going to fight this, but I'm going to fight it off-camera manually. In between episodes, so between now and the next one. And, yeah. Anyways. I'm going to attack this next. And considering we've sorted this whole problem out, I think a good idea now would be...
Double time. The ocean awaits.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. See, what I want to do is I want to get this black arc moving all the way down here to... You can't retake this because it's not a coastal city or a coastal settlement, but I can take Wrecker's Point. And then I can take Dieterschafen. And I'm not sure if I can take Salismund or not, but I can try. And that's gonna do quite a bit. I can also perform the Covenant of Hunters or whatever. Right, and then get myself another Black Dragon, for example. Now that has cut my income severely, but...
What do you seek?
It is what it is, I suppose. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this.
Show no mercy.
Alright, let's do this battle, and then, tell you what, I'll see you guys next time, and we're going to continue the campaign. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and I'll stay tuned with the rest of the series and the content that I produce on the channel. My name is Juggernaut. Have fun, take care, and bye-bye.